Good evening. I think I've got it on a bit wonky. A diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. You better be good, Fifi. Evening, Hale, my lovely. I hope you're well. Good evening, Wild Bill, Julie, Beyond the Paranormal. Hope you're well, my lovelies. Mimi, hello. Scotty. Mimi, did you say you wanted a reading tonight, my lovely lady? Hello, Louise. Hale, I only did you about a week or a week and a half ago. I'll not do it again for about another month, my lovely. Julie. Mimi, Julie. Mimi. Just writing it down. Hello, my lovely Penny. How are you? Yes, Julie. I've got Mimi first and then yourself, my lovely. Just wait for a few more to come in to see if anybody else would like a reading tonight. I hope you're well. I hope you're well, Brett. Good evening, my lovely. What are you doing? Tablets.
Yeah. I'll do your readings. I don't know what do your readings.
Are you doing readings tonight, John?
No. I meant to say I'll do your list.
Don't you want to go to bed?
Oh. On camera, no.
John's not feeling very well, my lovely. We're going to go to bed.
I am going to in a bit, but I'll help you for a bit.
You're going to help me for a bit. Okay. Do you know, it's absolute like freezing tonight. Just write them on there so then I know.
I ain't given it a line yet.
You don't need a line. What do you
Online.
Need? Oh, you haven't got online. Oh, that's all right. Good evening, Shell, my lovely. Oops, wrong channel. Thought someone was stripping. He may do later. He may do. Evening, Sandra, my lovely lady. I hope you're well. Nice to see you tonight, my lovely. Mimi and Jolie, could you give me a number that's relevant to you, my lovelies? If you can pop it in chat, I'll let John know what your numbers have put if he's not on. Scotty, you're red hot tonight. Wow. Mimi's number 7. Do you know, Scots, it is warm tonight. I'm absolutely red hot. I'm sat here with a thick jumper on though, and Jolie has got number 9. I know, Brett, we've actually seen the sunshine today. How good was that? It was lovely to see the sunshine out. But yes, so I'll start the readings in a couple of ticks. Above we had snow and sun today. Really, Mimi? Did you have some snow and sun? We've had sunshine today, but when I've looked at weather for tonight, it's coming in. Can't chat much. Has dropped my phone at work and shattered the screen. Sandy! Oh my goodness! I hope it's not going to cost you too much to get fixed. But it has forecast it's coming in later on tonight and tomorrow night. We've had it. Seems like a lot's had snow and sun today. Oh, it's still not the sledging weather, is it? So, yes. So, if anybody does want a reading and you haven't had one already, or you had one 4 weeks ago, then...
You've been doing it 4 weeks, have you?
No, I don't think I count how many weeks I've done it.
I don't know. You got dates?
Well, dates are on top.
4th of February.
4th of February. So, nobody's had one yet.
23 days, so...
Yeah, so nobody's due another reading yet. I'm nicking the door to spare tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Hi, I would like a reading if possible.
It's Michelle again.
Michelle, you only had one other night, my lovely. Can you make sure Michelle's name's wrote on that list? Michelle, if you want one doing again, about 4 to 6 weeks. Storm George. Is it Giorgio George? Soon pronounced hey ho or something like that. Yes, Brett, another storm's on its way. It's brewing. And it is storm. I think it is George or Georgie or something like that coming. So yeah. No worries, Michelle, my lovely lady, that you're more than welcome to come back anytime. Yeah, so get your wind stuff out, Brett, because you're gonna need it again. But then again, we are coming into, oh no, it's April showers, isn't it? We're not in April, are we? We're in March next.
Right.
So yes, right. So
What is it? Beware the March? Beware the March hare? No.
what's that saying? Beware of the March something. Evening, Lisa, my lovely lady. Hope you're well. I'm just going to start the tarots, and it was number 7, weren't it, for Mimi? So if moderators, if you can just keep putting in chat if anybody had a reading and they want one.
That's it.
They can have one they're free to have one tonight if they would like one. So I'm doing Mimi 7. We'll put it in for you in between readings, Liz. Cheers, Scott's my lovely. So
What's it put in between readings?
if anybody wants a reading, because
I'm all right for a bit.
no, but anybody coming into chat, if you're not putting it in, they're not going to know that there's any reading spare, will they? That's why Scott's is putting it in the middle.
I'm here.
Yeah. But do you keep putting, does anybody want a reading?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all right. I can do it. Says my
Dear.
I can.
Lisa, when did you have you had a reading before, my lovely? Can you just check if I've done Lisa Rue before?
Yes.
I have, yeah. You've only just had one, my love, so it's too soon for me to do them if you've just had one. But 4 to 6 weeks after, I don't mind. I'll take over when you go to bed. So, yeah, Lisa, a couple more weeks, my lovely, and I can read for you again. It's only because I've just done that reading. If I do another one, nothing's going to have changed. Whereas though in 4 to 6 weeks, possible changes might have come in. Something else might show on your cards. So, Jolie, my lovely. So let me have a look at yours. You've got the 5 of Pentacles for your past. So, so what was in this card? I feel, Mimi, that in going back to your past, I feel that you wrapped you was very within yourself when you was younger, and I feel like at times you felt like people were like pecking at you, not pecking at you, but sort of like like chirping at you all the time, like having digs at you. That's what I feel. I do feel though that there was somebody else with you, and this person also was very shaded. So I'm not sure if there was some kind of not good things happening around a certain situation when you was very, very younger, because like you like cramped together. And I do think that this one was older than you, or younger. What you're older, you're younger. But there's definitely somebody else that was going through the same experiences that you was, and it were like at times you never felt good enough, or if you did feel good enough, you sort of like got pulled back down. Lots of missed opportunities that you didn't take. And you always had like a cloud above your head. So I don't know whether at times it were like you daren't speak. You had to hold your tongue in certain situations. I'd say you were always, your hair's flowing. So I would say at times actually you could probably lit back. You could sort of like lit back at times, and maybe that didn't quite always go your way. It could have possibly got you in trouble. But you were definitely being pecked at. So I don't know whether there were other people pulling you down around you that made you not always feel good about yourself, because you're very, very guarded. And there's definitely somebody else going through that with you. You weren't alone when you were going through that, my lovely. Definitely somebody going with you. As for drama around you, I don't see any drama or anything really. It's just like a dark background. So it's like at times I feel that you couldn't even see a future. You couldn't see anything different, but this like vast darkness. So I don't know whether depression may have played a part in your past, because at the background I'm not seeing any light or anything. So it's like you've got like a cloud of darkness around you. So that's what I'm seeing from your past, my lovely. Now your next card is what's happening to you now. I think you're still getting pecked at by certain people. Again, you've still got your guard up, but I feel now you're more going through this on your own. So whether this other person with is no longer with you at this moment, because you've got your guard up, but you're on your own. There is things going off around you, but I do feel that you're turning your back. So you're like turning a page, and it's like you're not facing it, so you're turning away from it. So you either are doing one or two things. You either need to turn and face it and face these, or you've just got to keep going. And I think that if you just keep going, these are always going to follow you. Again, missed celebrations, missed opportunities. You've got two opportunities coming up at the minute, and you have got different paths that you could go and take. But I think at the minute you need to stand and face whatever this is that's behind you, because these from the past are still pecking at you now, and I think these can still make you feel not worthy of certain things, if you know what I mean. And but again, I think it stems from, it's like past that's followed through. Your future card. So there's definitely changes coming in this card. So like I say, you're either just going to walk away and take your other path, or you're going to turn and stand and get rid of these. I do feel though you are going to have to turn and sort of like stand up to these people that are pecking at you, because they're still pecking at you in this picture. I can still, even though I can't see the swans, I can still see this up here, and you're like lifting your legs away, which means that there's definitely a movement, a moving away type of thing coming away. You can see that bit of light coming in, so it's like you've sort of like see the light, and you know you need to get away from the situation that you're in. Again, like I say, you're going to feel like your world's being turned upside down, but let it go. Let the changes come, because you've got lots of love coming up, and it's all coming towards you. So you are heading in the right direction. And can you see all these cups? These are going to be like chances to do things that you've missed out when you've like missed on these celebrations, or you've missed on opportunities or whatever. These are new and upcoming, and it's like the tree branch is opening up, and it's offering you lots of new opportunities to take. So just keep doing what you're doing and making them choices here, because you are going to remove yourself from whatever it is, whether you stand and fight or not. But again, there's that one person still nipping at you, but you are going to move away from that person. It might be one or a few, because I'm only just seeing the fox, but I've seen a lot of fuzz. So yeah, so your last card, you've got Two of Cups. So again, you are upside down, but for your overall card, again, it's relating back to these. You've got the celebrations coming up, which I think that's what these celebrations are talking about. You've got the lady with her back turned, and these two are, I would put them as the swans. So it's like they're coming at you. So that's representing that one. But also, if you look at the shape of the cups, to me, you're like coming down. You're coming down away from them. So again, it's like on this picture here for the future, you are going to be moving away, and you're just going to make that direct cut down middle. You're not going to move away. Yes, I know it's a Three of Cups, Brett. I don't know what I said. So you had the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Cups. I hope that's all right for you, Mimi, my lovely. That's what I get for you on cards tonight.
Scotty's the hostess with the mostest, because I'm struggling. I've missed one already, and Scotty's reminded me.
Have you?
Yeah.
Scott, you reminded?
Yeah, he's the hostess with the mostest tonight.
Good on, Scott. Thank you, Mitch. Not ever been depressed, to be honest, but I see what you mean about people pecking at the very moment. But I think these people pecked before. I think it's something that happened in your past, Mimi, where you might have felt that pecking. Like I said, I read cards as I see it. So if it's right or wrong, yeah. But thank you, Mimi, my lovely lady, and I hope it makes sense about you cutting straight through the middle of them and removing yourself away. Next is Jolie, and Jolie picked number 9. You're welcome, my lovely lady. Oh my God, it's the same card. That's right bad. So, Jolie, my lovely. Let me see what I get from this card now, because it's the same card, but you see different things when you're coming into it. Again, I am going to say though, Jolie, I think you keep your guard up. I think you're very you keep things to yourself. You don't let things things or anybody get too close to you. I also feel with this card though, hang on. Yeah, I feel like you hold things very close to your chest. You don't talk about things when you know you should do, but this is more in your past. Now, on one of these swans, you can see that they've got like a track. So that track there is coming up. Now, these two, to me on this one, because that part stood up very clear. So for me on this one, there's a person around you that could be quite... two different characters, but one person. So I don't know if that refers to you in your past or to somebody around you, but it was definitely like two faces on one head. Does that make sense? No, they're like two different personalities, like a different personality. Yeah, there's two different personalities around you, and I don't know whether this is more referring to you, where if you were in company of people that you know, you was more outgoing in yourself, but if you were in company that you people you didn't know, you turned like a shy person. I don't know, but there's definitely something around you with the two personalities. The hair there to me, it's showing you move it. There's something at the side of you. Now, these are on the side of this person. So I'm going to say that I don't know whether you have a close relationship with this person, but I do feel that you're very guarded and protected. Again, plenty of opportunities you had in your past. Whether you took them or not, I don't know, my lovely. But again, with this card, I am going to say I do see, because of that cloudiness there in the head, you had a lot of things going on in your head when you were younger. I'm not going to say, again, whether it's on that, at times you felt like there was no end to what were going off around at you, or you couldn't remove yourself, maybe depression, but there's definitely something, and it's very fuzzy around your head, my lovely. But again, like I said, I do feel that in your past you were very guarded, but there's definitely something with one face, two heads. So to me, that would mean like a split personality type thing around you. Your next card, oh my God, she's got same cards coming out, and I did shuffle them 9 times and I split them. So again, you're in the same predicament as what Mimi's in. I think there's things going off at you that you need to turn your back on. I think you need to walk away from some drama or something around you at the moment. Again, you're still very guarded. You're still very guarded here. And again, I'm gonna have to say it, missed opportunities is what I see in card. But there is a different path coming up. And again, there's paths up top, but there's definitely a path on there. Your feet are quite hidden, so I don't know whether that you're going to be making a decision about a move or something, but your feet aren't firmly on the floor, so I'm not sure whether you're happy where you are now or you're wanting to move. Your feathers are starting to come out as though you're in flight mode, so whether it's there's definitely some movement coming up around you. Either somebody's going to be moving away or you're going to be moving, but again, you're still very sheltered. Watch out for them 2 celebrations coming up, and there's also something coming in over the top of you here. And when I looked, I thought it were a face, but it's not. It's like a flowery type thing. So I do feel like you've got somebody watching over you. Whether they're still here or they're not, I don't know, Jolie, but I do feel like you know that there's somebody there watching over you, or you feel like you're being watched over and protected. But there's definitely somebody watching over you. Or maybe that's somebody that's watching over you that you can't get away from. I don't know. But like I said, yeah, there's definitely a feeling that somebody's watching over you at times. Your future card, you've got the Queen of Swords. And again, in your future, you can see you're very guarded. Now you can see that you've got the 2 faces. So this person here is going to come back into you. Whether that's what you've got to walk away from here, I don't know. But there's definitely somebody coming back in, and it's linked to this person here with the 2 personalities. I do feel though you've got a lot of. You're very sheltered. I don't know whether you've been hurt or there's something, because you've been very guarded all the way through. But there has been a change that's coming, or it's coming in, and it's either changing you around and putting you on a different path, and it's going to be one of them. Because again, you've got the sword in your hand, and it's like, well, I'm going to stand and fight my ground kind of thing. But there's definitely something to do with this person that's got a split personality. There's definitely something around that person. But I don't know whether that's part of your character. Because here I feel like that's one person, not 2. I feel that's you with the 2 different side characters to you. But yeah, there's definitely something, but there's definitely a light coming. So in your future, there is something coming up, and I'm going to say that's one of them celebrations. So whether there's something that's celebrating near now, but there's definitely one coming up in your future because one of them gold cups is in your future. But yeah, you're definitely gonna have to like stand your ground and fight, my lovely, because I think you need to take that me time and sort whatever this is that's going off. Your overall card. So again, it's your choice card. So it's showing you that you're going to be on a path that you're going to make choices. Your choices are going to come here, on this path, and your choices are going to bring you to the future. Now, your future card can always change anyway. But there's definitely a path that you're going to go on. You've also got, how I saw that then, that to me looked like it were coming straight in front of you because it looks like you're holding it in your hands. So you've also got your stick ready to fight, which is, again, would represent that card. And again, you've got them two pecking at you. So to me, again, them ones are representing these here, this person here. You've got two animals and two animals there. So there's definitely somebody or something to do with you where that split personality energy sort of like comes in at times. But that's what I get for you on them ones, my lovely Jolie. Next.
Shell Barnes.
Shell, can I have a number, please, my lovely lady? Evening, Claire. Hope you're well. Hope everybody in chat's good. Made you a little vid on my channel for you. Oh, for me. I'm going to go and have a look after this now. You're welcome, Jolie. I hope you can make sense of it, my lovely. Or some of it anyway. Number 8 for Shell.
Jace has had a reading tonight.
Jace's? On mine?
Brett's Jace.
I know it's Brett's Jace. It made me feel more nervous when I would do it. You shouldn't have just said it with Brett's Jace, because then I wouldn't feel
under pressure.
I forgot whose cards I'm reading.
Shell.
Sorry, Shell. I forget everything. If same cards come out again, I'm throwing them. Oh, look, we've got a different card. So, Shell, you've got the Page of Cups, my lovely. So, again, I think looking back, I think you were surrounded by quite a few people. I think you also had some...
Lindsay?
Yeah?
You Gemmers?
Which Gemmers?
Starry.
How long ago did I do Gemmers? Because I do Gemma 1 when I did when I first started.
You did them before you started, didn't you?
Yeah, I can try and do Gemmers again. Because it was before I started.
But Gemma even on the list?
No, Gemma won't be on list because I did them in thingy chat, didn't I?
Claire Bear's on the list.
Yeah. Right, so I definitely see Shell round you. I do feel like you may have lost a few people from your past. I feel though in your past again, I don't know whether you've got problems around the stomach area or back area, because there's definitely something and it's like wrapping around your tummy. So for me, I'd take that as you've got certain problems in this area. Again, though, I do feel like that you did celebrate throughout your life. Your head's got a lot going off in it when you look at the card, but actually, because you're celebrating and you're like, again, you stood on top of like you were in control of your choices and your decisions. There were nobody else controlling. You made all your own decisions and your own choices. Again, there were opportunities. 2 big opportunities, I think, were there for you. And I think somebody may have like held their hands out for you to have these 2 opportunities. So yeah, but they were massive, these opportunities. And that could be what the celebration is, because this person's offering you them. But like I said, I do feel like you had losses. But we all have losses. And I know that sounds like a daft thing, but because I can see spirits on the card. Maybe possibly as well, you might be slightly in tuned, Shell, to certain types of energies. Or maybe if it weren't problems with your tummy, maybe that's your gut fit. You like a gut feeling kind of thing. You could have been a gut feeling, but to me, it's in that area. It's in the gut area, so there's something to do with the gut, gut and back, I'd say. But yeah, definitely either you were spiritual, but you definitely, I do feel like you'd lost quite a lot of people around you when you were younger. Might not have even been in death. It might have just been you moving away. But to me, you can see them and they look like spirity type people to me. But these two opportunities were massive. So where you are now, you're walking through a flower garden now. Again, you've got your guard up a little bit. Not by much because your hands are still poking out. So I feel at minute that there might be something around you that's not feeling quite right. Again, I can see like spirits in this card like coming out from bottom. So I don't know. Again, I am going to say that you are quite open to spirits and maybe spiritual activity around you. Now your head's in a completely different place from back then, because now you've got it more like tied up. So it's like you've got you're more. Whereas you weren't as much control of yourself back then, you've got that control now because you can see your hair going up. There is something though bothering you at the minute, and it's quite big because you like carrying it around on your head. So it's nothing to do with your heart; it's to do with your head. This, so it's got to be something that you've got to definitely sort out. Now you've got a couple of fences coming up in front of you, so I think you need to start opening your eyes on this one because your eyes are closed and it's like you're walking through but you're oblivious to what's going off around you, or whether that's what you're closing yourself off from. You're either trying to close yourself off from what's going off around you, and you need to really open your eyes, because if you don't, you're going to miss this opportunity here that's coming on offer, and you're going to just walk into this like pit. But yeah, but you're definitely in tune with on the aware of like things around you maybe that are coming through. So your future, you've got your upside down card. So again, that you are celebrating. And I get this, I see the 2 cups, and I'll always say that's boy, girl. So there's definitely something to do coming up with your future with either, I'm not going to say the male or female, that's right open. But there's definitely something to do with a man and woman coming up into your future. Because you're celebrating that. So it's not somebody coming into your life. I think it's somebody who's already in, and maybe probably to do with this. Your feet are still on the pedestal kind of thing. There is opportunities again going off around you. You've just got to make sure that you open your eyes and you're seeing them, because again here you are closing your eyes off again. You've got like a mask on. So I think that it's more saying to you just open your eyes and see what's there either around you, than just like going through life with like you just shutting everything off and not thinking it's happening. Things are happening. So it could be actually that you're closing off. You don't want to be in tune with spirit, and that could be what you're closing off from. I'm not sure. But like I said, there's definitely changes coming up, because you're upside down on your future card. So to me, that's a change, but that's the change that's going to come in from this one. Just make sure the change could be your keeping going as you're going. And you're going to walk into that fence, which will open a different kind of opportunity for you. But there's definitely one, but it's lower down again. And again, I still feel there's something to do with your tummy in this card, because I've just seen him now look, and it's a little man, and it looks to me like he's poking you in your tummy. So I still feel that there is something around the tummy area. Your future card. So all in all, it's just your card as it is. And again, for this one, you can, to me, the big eyes, the big face down there, whatever. This person is referring to that person because of the opportunities. You've got your head in the clouds at times, but you've got your like dreaming at times, which would put you back to this one here. But but I do think you're quite content there. You're not like, it's not like it's a bad thing. But like I say, it's like just one of them cards where you just, your eyes are closed. So I would say open your eyes. And again, you've got your big owl eyes on that one. So definitely open your eyes to things that are going off around you. Maybe something needs looking at a little bit more than what you do. But again, the fuzziness around your head to me would be the spirit. That either it's round you and yeah. So there's definitely something to do with spirit energies or something like that, my lovely. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that makes sense, my lovely.
Mr. Green.
I thought I've done Mr. Green's. Mr. Green, I thought I'd done your cards other day.
No, unless.
No, I think Mr. Green were one of them that I've scribbled out, and I can't remember who I scribbled out, but I'm sure I've done Mr. Green.
I don't know.
Mr. Green, can you just let me know whether I did your cards the other day, my lovely? Because I'm sure I did. I'm sure I've done Mr. Green's. Can I have a general reading for my connection with Vela in the near future?
But it's past.
Pardon?
I'm just answering it now.
Oh. No, Mr. Green, I hadn't done you one. No worries, my lovely. I just thought I had. Oh, you might have commented into chat. That might be where I've got your name from. Can I have a number then, my lovely Mr. Green? One that's personal to you and means something. Gone quiet because Goldberg is on WWE and I love him. Oh dear. Just waiting for Mr. Green. That made a lot of sense. I have lost a lot of close people.
I think it was.
Go to spiritual church from time to time.
Mr.
Maybe that's what you've got to open your eyes
Green
to.
on list, but then one of them that
Didn't
went
make
on
it right. Oh, that might be
when-
why I've seen him on. Yeah, I know I'd seen his name on a list. So maybe that's what it is, Shell. That's what that card's saying to you. If like you do attend the spiritual churches, maybe it's time to open your eyes and open your sight to that. Maybe. Let me know when Jace's next, John. How many Jaces?
Well, you're doing Mr. Green now.
Yeah.
Then it's Barbara.
Yeah.
Then it's Jace.
Right. So you've got time for your cigarette or whatever you're doing. 23.
So it's Mr. Green next, Brett, then it's Barbara, then after Barbara's, it's Jace.
Gemma's put me now. Where's Gemma on my list?
After Jace.
After Jace. He shoved you right to back, Gems.
I haven't. You've got another 2 after that.
And is that it? Is that me 10?
No, it's 9.
Oh, there's one more. Well, one space left.
Yeah, Ems is on list. After Gemma, there's Andy, Ems, and then there's one place left. But K-Nat has just asked for a reading. Right,
if K-Nat and put Ems on list because Ems has been asking.
Ems is already on list.
Oh, Ems is already on list.
Yeah.
So you can put the other one on. And whose card? I forgot whose cards.
Mr. Green.
Mr. Green. Mr. Green, my lovely. So for you, in your past, I do feel that there was travel round you with your past. Or if there wasn't travel, you definitely had the finances to travel, because with the big house down at the bottom, to me I take that as a travel, but you definitely, I don't think you had any financial problems. I do think that there was things around you though. This is the 4 of Wands cards. I do feel again with this card that there's quite there were some issues going off, and now whether you was aware of them or not, because they're like outside the sticks. So it's like you was oblivious to certain things that was going off around you at times. You're reaching your hand down, so it's like at some time, at some point in your past, you actually reached out for something. So whether it was something like when you said when you reach your hand out for help, or it's a helping hand. So whether you were quite a helper, because you are reaching with your hand. But there's definitely something back then that I would have said would be travel. Just because I see these big houses, and to me, again, but financially wise, I do think though, because your heart there, but your heart sort of like, it's got like a spike coming down towards it. So I do think that, like a teenage crush type of thing, maybe, or in early 20s or something. There's definitely something to do with the heart area. Now, if it were red, I would have said that this possibly could have been like a broken heart, but the heart's not red. So I don't know whether you were younger, you used to have chest issues, like problems with your chest area, because like I say, you've got something and it's like piercing into the heart. So I don't know whether there were chest problems for you when you were younger. Your next card, where you are now. So yeah, again, your chest area is quite guarded. So again, I don't know whether there is something going off around your chest. There's definitely the bird's on the move, and it's like stuck in flight mode. So I think at the minute you're stuck in making a decision on whether to either move again, or whether to stay where you are. It's very undecisive. There's, again, round your head, there's not a lot that bothers you in life. I don't think you're one of these that lets the everyday life stress you out. I think you just like take everything within your stride. But I do feel, because you've got a dagger in your hands, so I do feel like you may be feeling a little bit threatened at the moment. And I don't mean threatened physically or violent. Like, there's something around you that maybe not be sitting quite right with you, and you're like on guard, just ready to in case. But there's definitely something making you feel slightly uncomfortable. But like I say, you're definitely still you're still like guarded. But there's not, again, I think you held yourself back in these, because these are just like, I call them sticks. They might be wands, but the sticks aren't the swords. So to me, I feel you could have held yourself back in the past. And I think now, again, I think at times you probably could, but I think that's what that decision's coming up to, whether you stay or you go, because your bird's in the area. I do think that there is, because you've got some love arts down at the bottom here. So I don't know whether you're guarded because you're in a relationship and you're not 100% sure on the relationship, but there's definitely love coming in, but it's not actually up there. It's like away from you. So that's why I'm saying I don't know whether it's somebody new coming into your life, and that's what you're feeling guarded or threatened for, because you're not one to, I don't know, give your feelings out that easy, I suppose. Your future card, again, so this is referencing back to this guard. I do feel that, I mean, again, these cards can change, but I do feel that whatever's coming, it is going to be like, not a sense of a fight as in a fight, but I do think that in your future, you've got to be very careful, because what you're feeling now about a certain issue, about whether to stay or go, or whether it's to do with this love that's coming towards you, one of them decisions you're going to make could turn out to be the wrong decision, because I do think that you've got to really make, but when you're making this choice here, just be very careful that you do make that right choice. Really think very carefully about how you're going to do this, because there is going to be a sort of like,
there.
all right, thank you. there is going to be like some kind of issue coming up in the future, but I think that's more to do with these choices here. So I would be very careful because your guard is up on in the future. So yeah, so just be more aware of that, my lovely. Your overall card, so you're upside down again. So that's speaking to these two, because you're definitely upside down there. Again, the upside downness to me is a change card. Even though that's look like a scroll, it's actually kind of like that guarded area. At times you are going to feel like you've got eyes round you again. So whether that's coming back in here or whether that's referring more then, or you're judging yourself. Maybe it's a judgment on yourself that you're not 100% sure of. I'm not sure. But yeah, but that's what I see for you, my lovely. I'm not sure if, in fact, this card sort of like got like ghostly figures again coming in. So I don't know whether you're whether you're not actually. I don't think you're very spiritual. I think you're. It's not that you don't believe, but you're more skeptical, maybe, of the things like spirits or what people do. But yeah, there's definitely something around you there, but it's away from you. So it's like you don't embrace it anyway. But that's what I get from your cards, Mr. Green, and I hope that makes sense to you, my lovely.
Barbara AB.
Barbara AB, can I have your number, please? Something that's relevant to you and means something, please. Hiya, Sam, my lovely. Thank you so much. Everything did arrive. I know John's talking to you. I absolutely love love the little REM pod. That's my new gadget. It's not John's. That's my new gadget. Number 7, Barbara. Hello. So, Barbara, my lovely lady. So I think in past, I'm not sure you were in a right relationship in your past, my lovely, with a certain person. I'm not going to say it's your dad. I'm not going to say it's your partner. I'm not going to say it's your mom, your sister, your brother. But there was definitely somebody that sort of like, I would say at times, sort of scared you a little bit because they're like scowling at you and looking at you. But I do believe that they scowled and possibly looked at you for the beliefs you had. Because again, you've got like a witchy woo hat on. So I do believe your beliefs may have been different to them, and that's where your fear sort of come from, because you had to hide that from them, or hide who you were because of the judgment of these people looking down. I do feel at times that they did try to trap you and make you do certain things, but you've got your own sticks up, so you're like, you're guarded away from them, if you get what I mean, Barbara. Because it's like, I don't know if you can see them, but these are the 3 that are coming, that are like trying to that are poking at you. And this is the group that I'm seeing up here. But because of the witchy woo hat, that's what's making me think it's more like a, and I'm sorry for calling it witchy woo for everybody, but it's like a witchy woo type of thing. But these here are like your protection barriers. You're keeping them at arm's length. But I do feel, like I said, I do feel that there was some kind of fear going off, just because of how the lady's looking in this photo, to how them above are quite looking at them. So that's for your past, my lovely. For your future, you've got the Queen of Wands. So again, I think at the minute, I think you're quite happy where you are at the minute, because you're so relaxed in your card. I do think, though, there's something that you're pushing out of your head. There's something that you really need to do, or there's something around you that you're pushing out of your head, and it's like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it, because you've sort of like got a stem here, and where all this fuzz should be around your head, you've like gone and like pushed it aside. So you're definitely, I'm not going to say hiding something, but there's something more serious going off around you that you really, really need to bring back towards you, and really have this, get this cleared, because you've pushed it away and it's like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And that's what I feel that you're doing here at the minute. I do believe, though, the witchy woo hat and everything you brought forward with you, because you're like surrounded by the animals and the flowers, which then to me is to me, I'm seeing spirituality coming through with that one. Again, you've got your feet on ground, but you like showing your legs, so that's why I'm saying you're really comfortable where you are now, with your spirituality or whatever. But stop pushing whatever it is out, because even though it's out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, is it, whichever way around it is, this does need addressing, my lovely. So please make sure that you do address this one. So your future card, you've got the Five of Pentacles. Now again, this is like a total turnaround card, because you're upside down and you're guarded. So you're not guarded here. So I think this is more, if you don't get this sorted, whatever this is round you at the minute, Barbara, that you're pushing away, this is how you could get where you're going to be, you feel isolated, or could be how you're going to be feeling. You could be feeling isolated a little bit now because of what this is, but like I said, out of sight, out of mind. So yeah, definitely have a look at this. For me, that circle up at the top, I would say it's just like a cloud over your head. And for other cards, I would reference it differently depending on cards that have come out. But this is that. So it's not going anywhere. It's going to be there with you. And it definitely, you need to bring it back in and start that, sorting that out, my lovely. And then your Queen of Swords. So again, your Queen of Swords is your overall card. So for me, you've gone, because you're half cocooned on this one. Where you are now, you're quite happy, but you've pushed something away that you need to really bring in and sort. Your future card can always change, but this card, you can see you're guarded. So whether there's something here that you're either protecting somebody from, or you're trying to protect yourself from. You don't want to, like, it's more, I think, to admittance to yourself. It's something to do with you, because you definitely, it's attached to you and nobody else. So maybe you're holding something back from somebody that really you need to talk. But yeah, but I can see you're very guarded, and that's bringing it to the future card. So yeah, my lovely lady, that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that makes sense to you, Barbara. And if there is something that it's like out of sight, out of mind, please try and talk to somebody, or get it sorted, because I think it's not going to go away. And now I'm on Jace.
He's on.
I know Jace is on. So Jace, can I have a number that's relevant to you, my lovely lady? Good evening, Paranormal Mystery. Take care, Claire, my lovely. So I need a number that's relevant to you and close, something that, what's close to you, my love. Ooh, looking forward to seeing that, Sam. Number 22. Ooh, look at that pretty card. So, Jace, for you, you've got Judgment from Past. Again, with this card, I always see a heart as soon as I look at it. So, I do feel that there was love around you. I do feel, though, that you did have a struggle in life, that in your past it was a struggle. You've got your stepping stones here, like your ladders. And I think at times, especially just before you got to where you needed to be, it were like, shoulda, shouldn't, or you're like stuck there for a little bit. And then, because it sort of like went smoothish, then come to a stop, smoothish, then stop. But then the last part before you being you sort of thing was more difficult, I think. But there was a lot of love around you. I feel that you was very protected by things that were going off around you as well. And at times I think you felt on your own. I think you felt isolated because, again, with this card, there's nobody else in the picture. There's no people. There's no nothing. So to me, it's like an isolation. So I do feel at times that you isolated. Either you isolated yourself, and this was your like your bubble, your cocoon of protection. But yeah, I don't think you were very sociable when you were younger, because I feel like, again, it's like an isolation feeling, whether it were whether it were your choice or that's how other people made you feel. But there's definitely a lot of isolation coming off around you, and it would definitely not the easiest of upbringings past whatever. There's been definite things there that's in your way there, where you are now. So you've got the Seven of Swords. So I think there is some issues going off around you. I think at the minute you're fighting a battle. Now, I don't know whether you're fighting a battle between, it's like you're fighting yourself for something, or there's somebody coming in, because you can see there's claws here. Now, to me, I'd say that's somebody coming in, and it's like you're definitely on the defense with this, because I think you feel, again, you're being attacked. But I think that's stemming back to this card from how you were from here. It's like you feel, I think at times you feel like you've got to be on guard all the time. I don't think you'll let your guard down. You're very guarded body-wise as well. So maybe this isn't attack coming in. This is you as you are now. You've just like constantly got your guard up. There is something coming up around you at bottom, and you can see the two heads down there. So I don't know whether you need to be watching out for two people maybe around you that are trying to cause a little bit of drama, maybe a little bit of backstabbing going off down there, because there's definitely red and like wires being twisted to me. So I think a lot of either wires are being twisted, or somebody's trying to cause a bit of drama. But you're definitely guarded, and it's like you don't let anybody in. You let them into stuff. It's like you let them into here, but then you don't let them in anywhere else. But I am going to say the two, because you've got two on your head, two tentacles look on your head. So I think you're aware of these two, whether you're aware of what's happening around them and game playing, or whatever's going on in this situation, whether you're aware of them, which I think you are. But yeah, you've definitely got your defenses up. So there is something around you that you need your defenses up for. But I don't know whether that's your characteristics as a person because of the past. So for your present, so you've got the Four of Wands. So there's definitely some changes coming in to your future. You're reaching your hand out again in this card. So to me, you're going to let your guard down slightly. Not by much though, because it's like you're still covered. So you've like poked your hand out. So it's like you're going to make, like I'd say, baby steps to bringing your guard down slightly. But you're still very guarded. You've got your sticks surrounding you. For you, I think this is just more about you. I don't know how to put it, to trying to talk more about your feelings maybe. I don't think you're a talker to talking about how you feel or when things are bothering you. You just sort of like just straight on the defense kind of thing. But you're definitely guarded, my lovely. But you are reaching your hand out, which I do think you are going to start letting that guard down slowly, but you'll do it at your pace, and don't be rushed into doing something you don't feel comfortable doing. But there's definitely something coming up with that. So again, your future card. So this one to me is you're battling yourself. I don't think this is a battle between anybody else. I think this is a battle between you. And I think that's what this is here. Like I said, with the swords coming in there and the swords you're holding. I feel you feel like you're in a battle with yourself constantly. And whether it's because you know you're very guarded, whether it's because you think, do I let me guard? It's like, do I don't, I do, I don't, a kind of thing. But it's like a constant battle. I feel that that's how you feel at times, that you do feel like you're just in a constant battle with yourself. But like I said, just reach out that hand and just open yourself up that little bit more, and you'll start feeling that change. I'm not saying bring it down altogether, but you definitely need to be letting people in that little bit more, trusting them a little bit more, because there's definitely issues around I'd say around trust, because I think that stems from when you were younger though. That so that's yours, my lovely. I hope that makes sense to you, Jace. I don't know where I put my cards now. There they are. So that's Jace done. Gemma, can I have a number, please, my lovely lady?
Thanks, Lindsay. It was very accurate reading Jason's book.
Oh, bless, thank you, my lovely.
Did you see what Barbara put about you?
I hadn't seen anybody's. I'm just
Before, when you finished Barbara's.
I'm not sure.
I'm a psychic medium pagan witch. You are so good, thanks.
Oh, bless. Thank you, Barbara. Hey, Gemma. Well, I nearly turned them all up then. I thought I was playing Snap. I'm going to play Snap then, Gems. Oh, I'm red hot. I'm going to have to open a window, I think, in a minute. So, Gemma, my lovely. So, again, going from your past, Doug, I think you were very headstrong, I think, when you were younger. You made choices to... your feet were never on the floor, so I think that you were very ungrounded at times. I think you could have felt lost in and out. But I think even from a young age, you was definitely... you just like go through life when you were younger, like no cares in the world kind of thing. It's like you lived in like my bubble. That's what I'm getting from this card. But you're on a horse. I don't know whether you had leg trouble when you were little, because I'm not seeing any legs. Oh yeah, I'm seeing one, but I didn't think that were a leg. So I don't know whether you had problems with your legs when you were little, but but you definitely didn't have your feet on ground. And you're flying on a horse, but I feel at times you were like on that whirlwind. There were decisions that made, and the path for you, I don't think was a straightforward path either, Gemma. I think there were a lot of twists and turns in your growing up. A lot of I don't know how to word it, but there were definitely one big turn. Something happened in your past, and it was massive. It was huge, and it made you turn in the direction that you chose to go in, because you chose at this point here. I think there's quite a bit of like stuff coming in onto tail part of this, but I do feel that you sort of like your path become clearer here, and it were like, whoa, I'm off kind of thing. I'm not being stuck down here. I'm off. I do feel that with you, my lovely. Where you are now, again, I know that you're a spiritual person, Gems, so you can see yourself in that card. That card just speaks for itself for spirituality around you. I do think though that there is celebrations coming up again round you, because you've got the cups in front. So there were missed opportunities. You have got to be careful as somebody though, who's around you now. Or maybe you're guarding this person, could be guarding this person, but I don't know. There's definitely somebody around you that's sort of like hiding behind you. Now they're either taking shelter from you, or it's somebody that you've got to watch, because they're like behind your back. They're not in front of you. They're like behind you, which to me probably would put it more on the it's just one to be careful of. And I'm not sure whether this person here took these opportunities away, because there's an opportunity there near its head. There's an opportunity, and I'm not sure whether this something to do with this person sort of like got in the way of these opportunities. Your hair's flowing, so again, it's like same on that picture. It's like though things didn't, you just plod on. It's like you're not bothered what people think or what they feel, not what they feel, but like what's going off around you. You're like oblivious to everything around you, but you're just focusing on yourself, and that's like you've got your head in the clouds. But there's definitely a change coming up, because you've got a wing here that's coming out, and at the minute your wing's at the side of you. So I don't know whether you're gonna like open your wing, and I don't know if there's a move coming up, Gemma, or something for you personally, because with the wing shape, I think again that's going to be a decision that you've got to take, whether you're going to stay off or move. But I do feel that there is definitely a move for you, because you can see this, but I think it's not going to be now, but it's something that you're considering doing, of whether to move or whether to stay where you are, my lovely. Your next card, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So again, there's so many opportunities coming up for you in the future, but you've just got to, I think for you with these opportunities, you've got your head in the clouds here, you've got the head in the clouds there. Now your hair's more pointed, so whereas it's like more relaxed here, it's like here you're going for it. You know that you've got to make these changes or these choices, but these opportunities that are coming up are going to be huge opportunities for you, Gemma, and I think that's going to relate back to these cups for celebration. So definitely look out for them opportunities and make sure you grab them. You're holding your hands out here, so you are grabbing at these opportunities now that are coming in. But I just think sometimes your head can be a little bit away with the fairies kind of thing, and you need to like concentrate, because you don't want to miss these opportunities that you've got coming up. So your overall card, so again for me, this one, it just shows that the opportunities that you've had, it shows me that you've had not the easiest of upbringings, but it's been like a journey on its way, because you can see all these like baggage type box things that's relating back to this card. The opportunities that are here on this one are the opportunities here. Again, you're upside down, so to me that would be the change that's coming in. Yeah. Maybe new people as well, Gemma. Maybe some new people coming in, because you've got, on these cards you've got no people, but on this card you've got 2 people around you. So maybe this is like part of this change coming in here. Maybe you're gonna be like meeting new people and surrounding yourself with new people, and getting out there a bit more, my lovely. So there for you, my love. I hope that makes sense to you, Gemma. Andy. Is Andy in chat? Spaz, just never had one. Oh, bless you, Ems. Andy, are you still in chat, my lovely? I'll go back to Andy. Ems, can I have a number, my lovely lady? One that's relevant to you, dear. Oh, Andy's there. No, he's not. Gemma's put Andy. Oh, it's okay. I thought Andy were in then. No, come on. Emma, gives a number that's close to you, my love. I copied John's messages and copied his typo.
Yeah, because I put J and I put K in there, but it changed it to J.
Hello, Yvonne. All right, 7. Excuse me. Hang on, I've got air in my throat. A better than saying I've got a belch in my throat, that if I'm going to talk I can feel it.
Hair,
I've got
hair.
I've got air.
Brett, I'm wondering why you've got an air in your throat.
Oh, do you mean? No, I've got air. I'm going to belch, and I don't want to belch right loud.
You say it's A-I-R, not H-A-I-R.
Yeah. Oh, don't snort. Right, Ems, my lovely lady. Let me see what I've got for you. Again, Emma, for you, I do feel that obviously this is your past card. I do feel at times that you again was held back with certain things around you, whether it were people or whether it were yourself. More people to me, because in fact I think it were a bit of both, because I can see the swords, but I can also see like the sticks coming in. So I think other people held you back, but I think you also held yourself back. Now there is a lot of things going off in your head when you were younger, and you're very unsure of things around you. Maybe there's definitely a flight of bird though. So the flight of bird there shows hearts. So I don't know whether you you followed your heart, because your arms are open. So I'm not going to say that you were closed off or quiet or do you know what I mean? You weren't that kind of person. You were quite an open person. But I think you made choices, and I think you made choices probably to take flight, move, whether you were following your heart or following I'm going to say your heart, because your heart's blues there. So I'm going to say you followed your dream kind of thing when you were younger. You followed your heart. You didn't go with what your head told you. You always went with what your heart told you when you were younger.
Andy's in now, so
I'll do Andy next. So yeah, I think you more or less you followed your own heart path. You didn't listen with your head in quite a lot of when you should have listened with your head. I think you listened with your heart. But you was very, very open, and honest about it. You have got quite a bit going off around you back then. Again, whether it's on a spiritual thing, Emma, I don't know whether that were with you when you were younger. But you were definitely open to anything. Any opportunity that come up, I think you were one of these that would have took the opportunity to do things. But you definitely went with your heart and not your head on a lot of things in your past, my lovely. So where are we now? Page of Swords. So again, at the moment, I feel like you're like, again, you're in a fighting stance. You've got your sword out. You've got the Page of Swords here. So you have got the sword in your hand. So I feel at the minute that you're guarding yourself. And I feel you've got your guard up. Now, I don't know whether you've got your guard up because there's something going off around you, or whether you are of like a guarded person kind of thing. But whereas back then your arms were open to different opportunities, and you'd like just follow, you just like go with the flow, follow your heart, make decisions with your heart. Not always the right decision, may I add, when you follow your heart, because your heart says one thing and really you should listen to your head. But there was definitely something. But I feel now that you're like a slightly different person to when you were in your past. I feel that you have got your guard up at times now, because as you look at this one, your arms are like at the side of you. You're not like standing open. I do think that you've got a couple of things going off around you. Because you're like stood here, but then if you take a step backwards or a step forwards, and I feel if you take a step backwards, because on your step forward there that you're facing, can you see that snake? If you take that step forward and just trust in yourself, that step forward is going to take you on a completely different path. Whereas though, if you step back, to me that looks like a sandy type of thing, and it's like, to me it's like more like a quicksand. And it's like if you decide to take that step back or just stay where you are, you're going to be in that quicksand, and I feel that you're not going to want to get out of that area, because you're just going to like stay. But it's like believing in yourself and trusting your own judgment, and again follow your head. Make sure whatever this is, whether you're going forward or backwards, make sure that you're making that decision with your head this time and not your heart. And again, you've got the 3 circles coming out of your head, which would represent them. So I definitely think that you've got something, something's going to change for you, my lovely. But you've got to make that choice. Do you move forward? But at the minute, you have got your guard up. Not sure why you're guarded, but like I say, you've definitely changed your characteristics from this happy-go-lucky person to where you are at this moment in time. Now, your future card, again, is you have got the Ace of Cups. Now, what you can see here is you can see a person that's back to being this person, because you've got your arms open. So I am going to feel that you're going to make the right choice for yourself here. But I think, again, with you, because like you're being attacked in the face by a snake. So I do feel with you, don't let that guard go fully down. Keep it where you allow it to come down, but then you keep it, you just like keep it up. Because or whether this is more to do with you feel that if you're gonna do a certain shot, you're just gonna like get bit in ass, but it can't bite you in ass, it's biting you in face. So yeah, just believe in yourself, my lovely. You've got your wings on your head. So again, that change is coming in. And I think that change is going to be around you, because from where you've got these choices, there you've got a wing. So it's like it's been lifted, whatever it is. You are going to like go back to this person with your arms open. There is somebody else coming in though, because you've got a small rabbit there at the side of you. So there's definitely somebody coming new round you. Whether this is, I'm not going to say a baby, Emma, but whether it's news of a child or news of there's definitely news to do with a child coming in, I think, because the rabbit to me just represents a child, and it represents a girl, I think, for me. Well, I don't know, because I bought him a rabbit. So it could be a boy or girl. I'm not going to set sex. I'm just going to say there's definitely something coming in with a child around you. And it is for the good. But I do think, but like I said, you've just got to take some self-control, self-belief back, put this guard down a little bit, make the right choices, follow your heart, follow your head, not your heart, my lovely. And you don't need to be guarded anymore. You can let your arms down, and you're like celebrating life. That's like couple life kind of thing. And you're just gonna let everything just go. All right, my love. So you're over. That card's come out so many times, taking that out of the pack. So you've got the High Priestess for the last card. So again, your changes are coming in, so you can see that change. Again, for your sword, I see that as a sword, not a scroll, when it's up like this in this position. So again, you're very guarded. That guardedness coming here. The eyes around watching you. But I think that's, I mean, you've already put in chat that you suffer with anxiety. So that feeling the eyes are always around you may possibly be where you are at the minute. Because it's like everything's on you, and that's relating more to this card than any other card. But like I said, there is a change, because you can see you're back up here, which means you are going to make that full turnaround, because I can see like a little face in the card there. I know you can't, but I can. I saw like a little face there. So to me, you're going to make that thing. You're also wearing a crown, which means that you're no longer thinking with your heart. You are going to start using your head and thinking about with your head, my lovely lady. So that's what I've got for you. Shuffle. Andy, can you give me a number, please, my lovely? Where's he gone? 16. Woo! King of Wands. So, Andy, let's see where you are. So I feel I think at times you could be in a bit of a jester in your past. I think you could have like caused a bit of mayhem and just like sat back and not let others take blame, but you sort of like watch the mischievousness of your step forward. Now you are holding a sword in your, like a staff in your hand, and to me, that's again, you've got that protection up. You're like protecting yourself from something. But I also see that you've got spirits round you. So I don't know whether from a young age you had some connection with spirit or things around you, because you can definitely see like it's like on bottom of your feet it were like a veil. But you know, I don't think you knew any of this, because this where you're sitting in your chair, it's like this is below you, and it's like not that you were above it at the time, but it were like you was unaware possibly of the spirit around you. Definitely a bit of drama comes in around you as well, but then again, we all get that drama coming in as lives. But it were like you like step back for it. You were like just laid back character that just took everything in your stride. You're quite open. You were quite a relaxed person. You have, like I said, you've got a little bit of a guard up because you've got that green colouring that's running down the side, and you've also like got your staff ready as your protector. But I don't think that spirit coming to you at a young age. I think it was more at an older age. There's definitely something because you've got like the crown and the circle on the head, and you've got like a dragon floating around your head there. You've got a swan there. So definitely crazy things happening around you. But I think, like I said, I think you were just slightly unaware of things. But I think you just went with flow. But like I said, I do feel that you've had spirit with you from being young, but I don't think you recognised it till you were older. Your middle card is where you are now. So at the minute, I can see some good opportunities that are coming your way. And again, them spirit animals as well, because to me, you've got a lady spirit there handing you something, but then you've also got animal spirit on that side to you. So whether there's something to do with animals, the spirit, there's definitely spirituality around you. But there's definitely, I don't know. Definitely something coming in, but yeah, I've got some opportunities coming up. Your head's clear, you know where you want to be. And again, it's like nothing bothers you in life. You like just sit back and just let life take its path. I do feel like you're a giver because I think you're giving that, and it's like you're giving that to whoever this is. So I do feel like you're a giver also. So I think I think you do like to help other people, but there's definitely giving there. For your future, I do feel though that sometime in your future you're going to feel like you are weighed down. I also feel because your chest's covered, so there's something in the future to do, possibly around your chest area, but I don't know, because you sort of like your chest is covered and it's covered by rock. But I do feel that there's something going to come up and it's going to feel like it's weighed you down. Now, to me, that's there, strapped on your back, is strapped to your chest. But I do feel that you're going to take there's another path coming up for you. You can actually see a new path starting here. But there's definitely another new path coming up that you are going to step onto. But you're like looking back, so I don't know whether you're quite ready to make this to step on this new path that's coming your way, or whether you don't want to leave behind. It's like you're looking, but you're like leaving an animal behind you. So it's like the other path could lead you away from whatever this is. I mean, I don't know if you work with animals or whatever, but it's like you're going to be leaving that pot, but you're like taking a new path kind of thing. But you definitely feel weighed down a little bit in future. So for me on this one, with the decisions and the choices that you've got around you there, like I said, the path's there in front of you and the path's there. Maybe it's just judging whether the time's right for you to actually do this, or whether to wait a couple of weeks, whatever. I think whichever path you choose, I think one's just going to be slightly harder than the other, my lovely. Your overall card. So again, for this card, you're turning your back, you're walking away, but that doesn't look like a... to me, I think that's this part here, because it's like... No, it's not. It's this part. Sorry, it's this part. You're like turning your back on, and again, you've got the animals showing in your card, and it's like you're turning your back on something to start something new. But I think that's more for you, thinking, well, if I do this, then I'm turning away from these. But you're not necessarily turning away from them, because you can bring them all on that path. You can step them onto that road with you. But it's just going to be a new opportunity that comes up for you to do. And I think it's just like you can all do it together. You haven't got to do it on your own. Celebrations past, and I'd say there's 3 celebrations coming up, because there's 1, 2, and to me that's like a cup. I do feel that you've probably missed some opportunities somewhere on these cards because you've dropped your cups there. But I don't think, I think it were like meant to be. You were like, weren't bothered. But there's definitely 3 opportunities coming up round this side to you, because cup, and that to me looked like a cup when I looked at it. And you've got these opportunities coming away. But I would be very wary of something. I don't know. There's something definite like that that is coming round. So whether you're opening up, whether this is you opening up to the spirits from when you were younger and you just get into grips with them now, but there's definitely a new path coming your way, my lovely. So I hope that makes sense to you, Andy, my lovely. Kayanat. Kay, can I have a number, my lovely lady? Oh, sugar. I dropped my card. Yeah, you got all my games on street number 9. No worries, Andy, my lovely. I hope you can make sense with that, my love. 9. I'm going to call you Kay, my lovely, if you don't mind, because I'm finding it difficult to pronounce the words. So, I think for you in your past, my lovely, I think you had a really hard... no, I don't want to say hard life, but I'm going to have to say hard life, because I think that you had to fight your way through so many obstacles in your past. It just felt like a constant battle for you when you were younger, because you just constantly battling with people around you. So I don't think everything was that smooth and happy-go-lucky for you when you were younger. I do feel like that you did have to cut ties, maybe, because you can see the rope in the middle, and it's like you're going to have to cut ties from these people. They were very toxic around you, I think. I think they could have caused... and I'm not saying they can cause you to do things. I think the choices you made maybe led you down past that you didn't...
Jolie says, thank you for my reading. It was fantastic.
No worries, Jolie, my lovely. Thank you. But I do feel that there was a lot of fighting going on around you, with you, through growing up. I don't think you had the easiest of pasts, but I would say that you are a fighter within yourself. That past, whatever went off, made you the person you are today. So let's see where we are there. So yeah, again, so you've from going from this one, because of all that turbulence and everything going on around you, from your past and everything else, I feel again that you're a very guarded person. You're ready to, because you're that guarded, I think at times you feel that everybody's still at you, everybody's still gunning for you, and it's like, I'm ready for them before they're ready for me. Now, I'm not sure whether some of these from your past are still round you, and they're the ones that are making you keep your guard up, or whether these have gone and because of this the guard's still up. But you are very guarded, and it's not a nice place to be when you're that guarded, because you can be quite fearful of things at times, I think, and maybe possible anxiety can come in. And yeah, I think that that amount of guardiness from that much turbulence I think you need to give yourself, pick yourself up and give yourself more positive things around you. Surround yourself more with positive things rather than negative things, maybe, because it can't be nice for you to be in that mind frame of being guarded all the time. But yeah, my lovely. So the future card. So the future card, as you can see, is a complete different turnaround from there to there. You actually do open yourself up slightly, and you do make a decision to come away from all this. So I do think some from your past has followed you to your present, but your future, you're like whipping them with your tail, and you're like saying, no, enough's enough, and you are going to make that move, and you are going to put some distance between yourselves. So get ready for that big change coming in. You can see the curve coming in, and that's you riding that serpent, that horse. So you are going to make that decision to remove yourself totally from a situation, because I think once you get out of the situation you're in, your guard can finally come down and you can be free and who you want to be. But I do feel at the minute that the situation that you're in, you are very, very guarded, my lovely. Your overall card, you've got the Queen of Swords. So again, you can see the guard, where you're guarded in life. You can, to me, they'd represent these people in your past that are still causing whatever this is going off around you, for you to keep your guard up. Again, you've got your sword in your hand, which would then bring it to this card, and it's more like you've got to make decisions yourself. And like I said, whether it's building yourself up a bit more, giving yourself a bit more positivity and loving yourself a little bit more, to allow others to come close to you. But you are going to get away from that feeling and how you feel there. But you've got to really make them choices for yourself, my lovely. So that's for you. That's your reading, my lovely lady. I hope that makes sense to you. And I think that's it for my readings tonight. I think we're done. So I hope everybody's had a good reading tonight. I will be on again. I'll post when the next reading's going to be. Thank you. Makes sense. Oh, bless. Thank you, Kay, my lovely lady. All I'll ask is for those that have had readings, if you can pop into the video once it's uploaded and just leave us a comment on how your reading went. You don't have to put anything personal in there, but if you can just comment on your reading for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic for me. So yes, so very accurate for you too, Gems. Did you hear about the new, I'm not even going to say it because I can't say that word.
Coronavirus.
I know. What do I call it? Carnivorous.
Yeah.
I call it the carnivorous virus. Case today in Buxton, John. We have in York, and now we are getting surrounded. Can spend hours on them. Still in my bubble. I am, though. I'm still in my bubble. Deborah's put wonderful. Thank you so much. Can I? Yeah. Oh, Jolie. Yeah. Ask her a question while we're still on. Love, my lovely. Awesome, hun. Thank you, Claire, my lovely lady. And I hope you're feeling okay tonight. Amazing as always. Yep, a school child diagnosed in Buxton this morning. Well, they've let a deadly disease out that unfortunately they can't, there's no cure for it yet. But it's awful. Kay, are you still in chat, my lovely? So Jolie could ask you a question. They've closed the school. I should think they have. All schools will get shut down
I know
soon.
there's 2 cases of it, although it says that they've not been in the area or in the local community, but there's 2 cases that are in quarantine in the
Northern
Hallamshire Hospital in Sheffield.
Yeah, they will close schools because it's thing is though, in Japan they've closed all the schools No, Emma, my lovely, I weren't upset. I'm not upset, sweetie. Like I said, sometimes when I'm reading cards, because I read them as I see them, I know I'm not going to get everything right every time I read cards because I read them as I see them. So that's why I said if you can take things from them, that's amazing. If you can't, you can't. But no, I weren't upset, my lovely lady. When you was you adopted when you was a baby? Oh, I must have missed some chat that's been going off. One came from Italy and the other from Tenerife. The two that was diagnosed today, I believe. Is it airborne?
They said it can't survive outside a human body, so I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know whether it is airborne, or whether it's like again, it's making sure that you wash your hands constantly when you go out, because if somebody's got it and it might be able to transfer onto a surface for so long, for I don't know, might be an hour or two.
I'm not sure.
I don't know how it's working, but it's definitely doing its rounds.
I read something that said it couldn't survive outside a human body for more than a minute or something.
Yeah. But no, I've had two ladies on where I got the past completely wrong. I don't know if one were a lady and one were a gentleman, or whether they were two ladies, but I totally got all the past wrong. But the thingy now,
9 hours.
Past, the present they could understand. Obviously, future you can't understand, but the overall card they could understand as well. So no, I don't. I just do it as I see it, my lovely lady. But I don't get upset. So please don't worry yourself. Honestly, they're just tarot readings after all. I'm missing chat. You was right on point, Lindsay. I was in tears. Oh, bless you, Em's my lovely lady. So if someone sneezes on you, I don't know.
If it sneezes on you, I presume that you could catch it if they got it.
Yeah, they are saying it is as contagious as the Spanish flu, which
isn't good.
Yeah, they are. It is very highly contagious. I get packages from China, and I'm still alive. Well, I do, Gemma. I get packages from China, but when you think of delivery time on no, it could be all cigarette smoke and stuff that you've been round on your chest. Not from you smoking, from being around smokers. But by the time it had arrived to us anyway, if there were anything on it, because it takes about 3 to 4 weeks, it would have died off anyway. Evening Bewitched, my lovely lady. I did get your number and I've got your numbers on. Oh, I tried to get in touch because I'm thinking I can't see message, and then I saw it. But yeah, so who put 9 hours? It's alive for 9 hours out of body, is it? So yeah. So possibly could be, who knows? Just everybody has to just be like extra clean, extra tidy. There was a doctor on TV today saying government's worst case scenario is 80% of the UK will become infected. Yeah. But do you know what, Brett? I mean, that's a massive part of our population is 80%. But what I can't understand is why with these viruses, with every virus that they've got in these whatever places they keep them in, bio warfare is it? I don't know what they even bleeding call it. But in all these, where's the antidotes for them? Surely they've got the antidotes. They're not gonna. They can't. Surely they can't be that stupid to make a deadly disease that we are a cure somewhere along lines for it. So mainly if your immune system is weak, then you're more likely to die from it. Otherwise, you can fight it off. Well, that newborn baby has, haven't they? They were a newborn baby. He was right on point, Lindsay. I was in tears. Me too, Lindsay was spot on with mine too. Bless you, my lovely ladies. But yeah, it's they say it will only kill 1 to 2% of the infected people. I wonder whether the strain gets less and less as it comes out, like gets into other countries. You know, like whether it's like not mutating in the way that they think it's mutating. I don't know. They're making them in a Resident Evil virus and a Stephen King book written in 1981. Yeah, I saw that, Gems. Saw that. They don't have a vaccine for carnivorous virus. It's a new developed strand. Yeah, it's COVID-19. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. If they've got all these, then surely by rights they should have cures for them. You know, they're setting some off, and unfortunately, China and all their providences around there, they've been affected worst by it because the laboratory was in, is it Wuhan? The laboratory where this chemical device thing.
Have your bottle spray of Dettol as it's there? It's on there. So you know when it says it kills viruses?
Yeah.
It's been on Dettol bottle for years. Coronavirus.
So does Dettol kill it then?
You can't drink Dettol though, can you?
Who can't? I'd drink Dettol. Probably make me send sick. No, but I suppose if you do your surfaces and stuff with Dettol,
but I think this is a new strain like Scotty put. This is CO something 19 rather than probably, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, right then, my lovelies. I'm going to let you... Oh, you can't inject Dettol into a human body. I would, Brett. I'd have a swig at bottom. Carnivorous isn't anything new. No, it's not, Scots. I mean, I know the strains for it, but surely if they look at what they got to fight it off the first time round, then they could, I don't know. We've got too many clever scientists that we should by now have some kind of protection against it. So, yeah, don't want liquors on the roof. Could always make me think of Corona beer, yep, or the song. So, yeah. So, thank you to our lovely moderators tonight, as I forgot to thank them last night. So, thank you to you guys for coming along this evening and helping. Thank you to everybody that's joined us in chat, because without you, I couldn't do my readings, and without all your support, our channel won't be where it is today. And when I say our channel, I mean all of our channel. So, yeah, over 900. I think there's more than 900, Yvonne. I think they're not letting real truth out on how many people have died. So, yeah. Central for Disease Control in the US has samples of almost every disease known to man. They even have the bubonic. They do, Bill. They do. So, right. Thank you so much, my lovelies. Take care. Sweet dreams. And tomorrow night, if John's feeling better, and weather's okay, we may be out tomorrow. If not, I'll post if we're going to be doing anything or whether we're just going to take a night off. I'm not sure. We'll see. So I will let you know on all chats. Yes, the dog's going scatty. So sweet dreams to everybody. Thank you all for allowing me to read for you. Have a lovely evening and have an amazing weekend. So take care. See you soon. Bye bye.